YouTubians, how's it going? Long time no see. I recently purchased my SGL 3185. This configuration with the triangle. So it's a SGL 3195 with a polymer side folder. So a big controversy regarding this issue. Haven't seen videos on this issue. There's been a few, but not too many, of how Arsenal used to import the SGLs from Russia, and then they did this for several years, and then all of a sudden the FIME group took over, which this is what it is. It's a FIME group SGL. So I wanted to show you guys that some of the early or later models with FIME had the triangle on the trunnion as well. I think one of the guys, there's a video of that. Right. That being said, the actual Arsenals in this model, SGL 3184s, will be with the side folder because it'll have the Arsenal stamping, and that's the difference between the Arsenal and the FIME group. And then the SGL 3195 will be with this polymer, so the Arsenal will be 3194. So they did change it up. When that happened, it's crazy of how I looked at and read online of how people order these rifles thinking that it will come with the Arsenal stamping, but when they received it, it had the FIME group on it. So just crazy thing, man, that's happened. So this is what you'll receive it in. US muzzle brake, US handguards. That's what that looks like. You can see US on there. Beautiful, well done rifle. But I was able to get this from a local guy here that had it up for sale, and I had to get it. So if you guys can see, FIME Group Las Vegas. It's still made in Russia. It's still a Russian firearm, and with the stamping there. A lot of the Arsenals didn't have that on it, so it did have it on the trunnion. But as you guys can see, he did have both stocks available, so he was able to sell it to me just like that. So at the end of the day, I think, my opinion, that it's still a Russian rifle. Like I said, big controversy on how all of a sudden Arsenal doesn't import them anymore. They left that to the FIME Group company. Who knows? You know, there's not too much info coming from the company themselves. They're just saying that they're no longer dealing with the SGLs, that FIME Groups is dealing with the SGLs. They still have the same part that Arsenal was using. Now FIME Group has the same part. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. At the end of the day, like I stated, this is a Russian rifle, Russian receiver, and it's well made. You know, from the different ones that I have. I have a few parts kit. I have a bogey, and then I have another. It's a beautiful rifle. It doesn't. And the other thing is that when FIME Group took over, only producing them for several months. So that's the other thing, is that these are not as common as the Arsenals when they started making them. So I don't know if that increases the value. If it doesn't, some people have a big deal because it doesn't have the Arsenal stamping on it. Now that it has FIME, some others are saying that it's the same rifle, identical to each other. It's just a different importer that was receiving the SGLs now instead of Arsenal. So that's a big thing with this rifle, you know, with the whole sanctions and all. It's banned. They can't import these anymore. So we'll see, as I think, in my opinion, the prices steadily increasing. Figure I'll drop a video. I haven't done one on a firearm in a long time. Figure I'll share my input on what I found online, on what's lingering on the internet, because, you know, sometimes majority of the time the internet is not all there when it comes to information. But hey, it is what it is, what's out there. A lot of the companies, as you guys know, Arsenal, K-Bar, we're all, to me, I think we're all sister companies at the end. Atlantic Firearms, used to sell these, and that's the way you would distinguish the arsenals and the FIME groups were by the numbers. So, I mean, some people were saying they were still getting the arsenals, but they were stamped with the FIME group. So, I don't know. If anybody has more information regarding these rifles, that it's fact of what actually happened with both companies, with Arsenal and FIME, you know, that's all I've read online, was that Arsenal was no longer dealing with the SGL rifles, that FIME Group took over being the importer of these rifles. So I greatly appreciate you guys stopping by. There will be more videos to come. I'll be changing this rifle up some more, so more to come in the upcoming videos regarding this beauty right here. So as always, guys, take care and stay safe.